Hello and welcome to page number 5 of Paperbound Monsters. New episodes are recorded and posted every Saturday. This week's theme is haunted houses, homes with unexplained happenings. Let's begin, shall we? Our first story is from r/paranormal, and it's titled, Just moved into a new house. Now we think it's haunted. Help? This was posted 25 days ago as of reading. I moved into a remodeled duplex back in July of 2025. Everything was fine at first, but lately we've been hearing random banging and scratching toward the back of the house, near my room. At first, we thought it was our neighbor or his dog, but it kept happening even when he was out of town. One night, it was so loud that my roommate thought someone was actually banging on our back door. It wasn't every night, just random enough that we brushed it off. At least until other weird things started happening. The bathroom cabinet door, same one near my room, keeps opening by itself. I assumed it was a bad hinge or one of my roommates, but after asking around, everyone swore they weren't touching it. And they'd noticed it open too. Then I started noticing my closet door open multiple times after coming home, even though I always kept it shut. It has a knob and you have to fully turn to open it. And I'm super careful because my cat used to pee in closets. We chopped it up to the house being, old. Until 2 weeks ago. We had a party and we're all hanging out on the patio. One of my friends brought her boyfriend. It was his first time meeting us and his first time at the house, so he had zero context about any of the weird stuff going on. He went inside to use the bathroom, the same one with the cabinet, and later that night he told his girlfriend that when he came out, he heard loud banging from down the hall, near my room, and thought we were messing with him. Then he said that out of the corner of his eye, he saw a shadowy figure about 5 feet tall, like a face peeking out of my bedroom doorway before darting inside. Except my bedroom door was closed, and everyone was still outside. Everything seems to center around my room, which apparently used to be a child's bedroom before the remodel. And then there's my cat. Ever since we moved in, she's been peeing on my bed, 1 to 2 times a week, something she's never done before. She's been tested for UTIs, her blood work's normal, and my vet said it could be stress-related. Now that I think about it, it started around the same time as the banging and scratching. Lately, she's also been sleeping right next to me on the bed every night, which is unusual because she's never really been cuddly or liked sleeping beside me before. At this point, it feels like more than just old house noises. Everything keeps happening near my room, and I'm honestly starting to wonder if something's attached to this part of the house. At this point, we're considering saging the house or something. Does this sound like a benevolent or malicious spirit? Should we be concerned? Any advice or anything is highly welcomed. Our next story is from r/paranormal, and it was posted 3 years ago as of recording. The title reads, Moving into a Haunted House. I, 29 female, am in the final stages of purchasing an old farmhouse. It's a humble 100-year-old house on 157 acres in rural northern Canada. It's a 3-hour move from my current place, which I had to unfortunately leave due to a physically abusive relationship. This area stood out to me as it's relatively close to where my grandparents lived and farmed. It's perfect and everything that I want in a home. Yesterday, I had a tour of the property with the current owner who has lived there for the last 10 years. The house has 2 doors, and when I asked why he doesn't use the side door that has a large mudroom, he casually mentioned his daughter, early 20s, is scared of the basement. Jokingly, I said, "What? Is there ghosts?" To which he replied, yes, actually there is. My next question was, well, are they good or bad? He reassured me that they were good. He then told me he sees a man downstairs sometimes and occasionally sees him outside walking towards the shop. There's a woman that spends her time in the kitchen when he sees her. He has never seen the children, but he often hears them playing outside. I asked if there was a family tragedy that occurred on the property, and he said that the only story he could find was about a family who originally owned the home, and they homesteaded there. They had lost a child at a young age, and because it was a winter, they had to store him in the cistern in the basement for the winter until the ground thawed. I didn't have any negative feelings in the house. I did feel a sense of comfort, but I've also had bad energies in a house previously, so I can't lie and say that I'm not a little nervous. A good friend of mine is clairvoyant, and I brought it up to her. She assured me that they are not harmful spirits and they have attachments to their first home. She said she sensed they liked me. She went on to say that the current owner advised me of them out of respect for them. There are no disclosure laws of haunted houses where I live. And as long as I live with respect to them, everything will be good. Is there anything I should be mindful of when moving in? Anything I should do? Any kind of smudge or anything I should place in the home? I've heard not to put a mirror facing my bed, and I'm just wondering if there's anything else I can do. I don't want to push them away, but I don't want to open myself to anything negative either. This really is a first for me, purposefully moving into a place with known entities living in it. I will also say I live alone for the majority. I have dogs and cats and a new boyfriend who seems to be a little uneasy about this news. However, my mantra the last few months has been, I am capable of anything. I got out of an abusive relationship that should have killed me, and here I am. I've been living my life with a newfound empowerment, so I feel confident I can get through whatever life throws at me. This next story is from r/paranormal as well. It was posted 4 months ago as of reading. The title reads, There's Something in My House and I've Never Seen Its Face. Hi, I'm not really sure what flair this needs or if I should be posting this somewhere else, but I feel like I'm being crazy and just wanted to hear people's thoughts. Whether you're a believer in the spiritual or supernatural or not. What is this thing in my house? Just to be upfront, I'm a 29-year-old female, schizoaffective, just for info about me, I guess, and sometimes I experience hallucinations. Even well medicated, and my hallucinations have stopped. This particular thing never went away. Most of my hallucinations are auditory, like hearing music from a radio that isn't on, or muffled conversations that sound like they're coming from another room when nobody's home. Visually, I'll sometimes get these weird, dark blotches in my eyes, but they fade after a while. But this thing is completely different. It doesn't do anything. It just appears at places around the house at random times and just sits there. And I can only see its fingers. The best way I can describe it is like I'm seeing a sleep paralysis demon's fingers, but I'm awake. Don't sleep paralysis demons just stand scarily in a corner? It's kind of like that, but I'm awake and I can see its fingers wrapped around ledges. The fingers are long and thin and they just curl around the ledges. I usually notice them first by the corner of my eye and then look at them head on. But the moment I look away or blink, they disappear. It started in 2019 after moving into our newly constructed house. No previous owners. The house was new. We waited for them to finish building before we even moved in. There's no big scary monster, no objects moving around, and it's silent. It's literally just the fingers. If there's a body connected, I've never seen it. Thank God. Imagine if someone was spying on you and to avoid being seen, they tried to hide but are really bad at it. That's what it's like. Like I said, it shows up randomly. It doesn't seem to matter if it's daytime or nighttime, and it can be high or low on objects. I've seen it clearly 4 times. The first time I was up late working at my PC. The door to my room was cracked and I noticed fingers curling around the door frame. I swear I could see them clear as day, but the moment I switched the light on, they were gone. The second time I was in my room on my bed. I have a vanity next to my bed that reflects my bedroom window, and in the mirror I saw fingers curled over the outside window ledge, like something was watching me from outside. I turned to check the window, thinking it might be the bushes outside since they are the house's front-facing windows and rose bushes line the outside, but nothing. They were just gone. The third time was when I was about to do laundry. As I was walking my basket to our laundry room, I saw the fingers curled over the top of the washing machine, like something was behind it. Both the hallways and laundry room were lit, and I swear to God I could see them clear as day. Our laundry room is small, and I was standing in the doorway practically in front of them, but the moment I blinked, they were gone. The most recent moment was when I was walking into our kitchen to get an afternoon snack and saw the fingers curled over the opposite edge of the kitchen island. I just tried to ignore it and act like I hadn't noticed it. Got a drink from our fridge, and when I turned around, it was gone. I know I sound crazy, and I've tried searching online, but I can't find anything that really lines up. Like I said, I'm schizoaffective. I've talked with my doctors and changed dosage and medication many times, but it never changes. I'm starting to wonder if this is something spiritual or fae. Yes, I believe in fairies. Just living in my house, who enjoys people watching. I already feel so awkward just typing this out, so if things become too silly, I'll just delete and move on. DM update. Just wanted to come back and say I'm honestly very shocked about the amount of DMs, possible answers, and concerns people had regarding my situation. It kind of makes me more relieved to not feel totally insane, and it was nice to get it off my chest. I've gotten quite a few DMs about asking to read the Reddit story and just want to say go ahead, I don't mind. I decided to put my situation out there and you don't need to ask permission. Thank you though. Maybe if a video goes up, I'd like a link so I can snoop what people say in the comments. No new sightings yet, but if anything is seen or changes, I'll get another update then. Cheers. Our final post for the day is from r/paranormal. It was posted 3 years ago as of reading. The title reads, "We bought a 98-year-old house, was hoping not haunted, just had an event. My wife and 5 kids moved into this old farmhouse in May of 2022. It sits on 8 acres of farmland and surrounded by more farmland. The house has changed owners a lot. That had me a little worried, but it's been peaceful, so I've even commented recently that it seems we don't have any haunting issues. Then this happened. This morning, my wife witnessed a tube of chapstick spin like a top on the linoleum kitchen floor. I heard it spinning. It was spinning fast. It sounded mechanical because it was so fast. It even sounded almost like a motor running. Prior to this, the only thing was my oldest son thinking he heard voices in the barn, but he was riding a quad/4-wheeler in the field and passing by the barn, so I discounted this. We have a lot of animals, including cats and dogs. There's not been any weirdness other than this one event. It always seemed peaceful here, and we've gotten comfortable living here. I'm worried about any type of escalation. Okay, the lights in the downstairs bathroom and the master closet flickered a lot, and the bathroom one's burned out. That may just be a wiring issue, and I've been worried about that. One more thing. My wife's best friend and her husband were sleeping in the shop, and he was leaving through the man door and says he felt something grab his arm and pull him back. We figured that since their house was experiencing odd things like that, maybe it was something attached to him and not our house. I bought a bundle of sage at a Navajo store in New Mexico a while back. I guess we might use it. I'm actually a little worried it might stir things up, though. We may just have to learn to live with whatever this is. Now, before our typical outro, I would actually like to tell you a story of my own regarding a haunted house. When I was roughly 13 years old, I stayed the night over at a friend's house. This specific friend lived with her dad and no one else. They lived in a trailer in a nice neighborhood, and I went there often, but this was my first time sleeping over. Before we went to bed, she did warn me about waking up in the middle of the night. Just close your eyes and go back to bed again, because sometimes you could see things in the hallway or hear things. Because her room was an addition that was built onto their trailer home, it was in the back of her father's bedroom, which led to the hallway to go to the front of the house. Because of this strange map out of the house, when laying in her bed, you could see straight through her dad's room into the hallway. Unfortunately, that night, I did wake up in the middle of the night. It was around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I heard creaking footsteps walking down the hallway, but I didn't want to open my eyes at first. I waited some time, and I heard the footsteps again. This time I gathered a little bit of courage, and I peeked my eyes just over the blanket, and I looked outside with my eyes not fully open, so that hopefully if there was something there, it wouldn't see me looking at it. And I saw what I believed to be a shadowy figure of an old woman. The next morning, I told my friend what I had seen. She was aware of the old woman. In fact, the old woman and her cat died in the home before her father and her moved in there. That day, we went to the store, we left the house, and when we came back, every single cabinet in their kitchen was wide open. She said that the old lady's cat likes to go in and out of the cabinet doors. I have no explanation for what I've seen or what I had heard or what I experienced, but it definitely was haunting. I will say my mind was prepped for hearing footsteps and maybe seeing something in the hallway, but what I experienced the following day and all of it put together, I can't exactly dismiss it. None of it can be really explained away. And I know it wasn't her dad playing a prank on us, because you could hear him snoring very loudly in his room, fast asleep. So what about you all? What are your scary stories about a house? I have plenty more, if we ever decide to read them again. But for now, I want to know more about you and your experiences. Let me know in the comments down below. Do you live in a haunted house? Have you ever? What's the scariest thing that you've experienced in a house? Until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I hope you rest peacefully. That is all for these paper-bound monsters today, and may the monsters stay in these pages. Goodbye.